Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. This is Dr. Vishwanath Singh, Associate Professor at Government Law College, Sri Ganganagar. Today I am going to discuss before you the concept of communication under the Indian Contract Act. What are the communications complexities as regarding proposal, acceptance and revocation? The seats of communication can be traced under Indian Contract Act under section 2A, wherein the proposal has been defined, in which it is said that when one person signifies his willingness to do or to abstain from doing with a view to obtaining the assent of another for such act and abstinence, that is called proposal. I am posing before you a hypothetical problem. With the help of this hypothetical problem, I will make you understand several questions about the communication. First of all, what is communication? As you know that the word signifies, denotes under section 2A of the Indian Contract Act. It means that when one person signifies his willingness to another, it means he is communicating about the proposal so as the other person can either accept or reject. Therefore, the hypothetical problem before you is here, where A proposes to B from Alwar on 5th January to sell his cycle for rupees 100 to B at Bikaner. This letter of proposal received by B at Bikaner on 7th January. Now the question arises that when the communication of proposal completes against B, in this regard section 4 says that the communication of proposal completes when it comes into the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. It means when B received the proposal at Bikaner on 7th January, it means the communication of proposal has been completed. The second step is, suppose B accepts the A's proposal and the letter of acceptance is posted towards A by B on 9th January. This letter of acceptance is received by A at Alwar on 15th January. Now the question arises that when the communication of proposal complete against A, means proposer, in this regard section 4 answers that the communication of acceptance complete against proposer when the letter of acceptance is put in the course of transmission so as to be out of power of the acceptor. Here, when B posted his letter on 9th January from Bikaner, as soon he posted this letter of acceptance, now the A has become bound. The importance of this acceptance, that now A cannot revoke his proposal because the communication of acceptance has been completed against A as soon the letter of acceptance has been posted by B towards A. The next question arises that when the communication of acceptance has been completed against B. The answer can be found under section 4, that the communication of acceptance against acceptor complete when the letter of acceptance comes into the knowledge of the proposer. It means here, if you see that the letter of acceptance was posted on 9th January, the communication of acceptance against A complete as soon the letter was posted, and against B means acceptor, the communication of acceptance completes on 15th January when the letter of acceptance was received by A. The third question arises that what happens if the letter of acceptance is not received by A? Never. Whether the contract will be concluded or not. The answer is, if proposer doesn't find the letter of acceptance, still the contract shall be deemed to be concluded on the date when the letter of acceptance has been posted. It means on 9th January the contract took place, and in regard to place of contract, please remember, where the letter of acceptance is posted, that will be the place of contract. In this case, letter of acceptance was posted on 9th January at Bikaner, so the place of contract is Bikaner. The third point is about the revocation. In this case, if you see that contract was made on 9th January. In case if A, suppose he wants to revoke his proposal, and on 6th January, if A sends a letter of revocation to B, which is received by B on 8th January. Now what will happen? Whether proposal shall stand revoked or not. In this regard, section 5 says that a proposal may be revoked at any time before the communication of acceptance complete against the proposer, but not afterwards. It means, in this case, the letter of acceptance was posted on 9th. Therefore, A can revoke his proposal at any time before the letter of acceptance is posted. Here, A has revoked his proposal on 6th January and B has received this letter on 8th January. Therefore, in this case, the proposal stands revoked. Now the next question arises that up to what time acceptor can revoke his proposal. In this case, suppose B wants to revoke his acceptance and sent a letter to the proposer on 11th January after accepting the proposal of A on 9th January. Remember here that section 5 says that an acceptance may be revoked at any time before the communication of acceptance complete against the acceptor. Here the communication of acceptance completes against the acceptor on 14th, क्या कह रहे हैं, on 15th January. Therefore, if B revokes his acceptance on 11th January and it reaches to A on 14th January, then the acceptance stands revoked. The question arises that when the communication of revocation completes against, in this case as proposer, as and against B, that is acceptor. Section 4 says in this regard that the communication of revocation completes against the person who makes it as soon he puts the letter of revocation in the course of transmission so as to be out of the power of the person who makes it. In this case, if we see that against B, the communication of revocation completes on 11th January as soon the letter of revocation was posted towards A, and against A it completes on 14th January when the letter of revocation reaches to the A. Now, I would like to quote a case, that is Adams versus Lindesell. This was the first reported case. In that case, the defendant proposes to plaintiff to sell the certain quantity of wool on 2nd September 1817. The plaintiff accepted the defendant's proposal on 5th September, means letter of acceptance was posted by the plaintiff on 5th September 1817, but this letter of acceptance delivered to the defendant on 9th September. In the meantime, the defendant sold the wool to the third party, and plaintiff claimed that the contract was concluded on 5th September. The court held that the contract concluded or took place on 5th September because the letter of acceptance was posted by the plaintiff on 5th September. So, again in this case, if you see that as soon the acceptor posted his letter at Bikaner on 9th January, the contract took place. One more case I would like to quote here, that is JK Enterprises versus State of Madhya Pradesh, AIR 1997. What happened in this case, that the petitioner JK Enterprises submitted a tender to purchase Tendu leaves on 11th January 1993. The letter of acceptance was posted by State of Madhya Pradesh on 12th February 1993. But the letter of acceptance was returned back to the respondent, and the plaintiff, or you may say the proposer, he never received the letter of acceptance. So, remember here, if the letter of acceptance is not received by the proposer, still the contract is concluded at the place from where the letter of acceptance is posted. So, this concept about the postal services has been clarified before you about the proposal, acceptance and revocation. One thing you should remember, that post office is the agent, and once the letter is posted, it cannot be take back. This is Indian contract. Suppose and the ruling of courts also supports it. I would like to clarify one more thing, that when the persons are face to face or the contract is taking place through electronic media like telephone, telex, nowadays WhatsApp, email, there are so many things by which the conversation between the proposer and acceptor can take place. So, one hypothetical situation I would like to put before you. Suppose A makes a proposal at 12:05 o'clock to B to sell his cycle for rupees 100. The proposal made by A is received by B. This is hypothetical. So, at 12:06. Now B accepts this proposal at 12:09 o'clock, and this acceptance reaches to A at 12:10 o'clock. Now the question is, when the contract took place between the A and B. So what I have earlier clarified before you about the contract through postal mode, that principles would not apply in case of if the persons are making a proposal face to face or through electronic mode or through telephonic conversation. In this case, the acceptance has been made by B at 12:09 o'clock. This acceptance reaches to A at 12:10 o'clock. So the contract took place at 12:10 o'clock because in electronic mode the contract took place where the proposer receives the acceptance. If we apply the postal services principles, then where B puts his letter so as to be out of power, as soon it is put in the course of transmission, the contract took place. But in case of persons face to face or through telephonic mode, the contract took place when the proposer receives the communication of acceptance. Thank you.